Hi, my name's Becky, and if you're new here, I make sun catchers and sun catcher DIY kits with video tutorials. I started Veneer Creations in 2017, and since then it has become a full-time successful business. Suncatcher Diaries is where I record everything that goes on in my small business behind the scenes. Hello and happy Monday. There is quite a lot to update you on today. Firstly, I think this is the thing you're probably going to be most interested in, so I'll show you this first. I am going to be offering new shapes, so moon shapes will be coming in, and I'm going to be having DIY kits with moon shapes now. Yeah, so I've just been trialling with these two to see what it's like to basically wrap them in beads, and it worked really well. And I have another idea. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I'm quickly going to show you what my idea is. Little sneak peek here. So I'm going to use these kind of like spacer beads. They're like large spacer beads. You've probably seen they're like a diamond shape sun catchers. I don't know if you've seen them, but they use these in that. So I'm thinking of trying to use these to make kind of a shape that's like this. Can you see? So it's like a 3D moon. So this is like this week's challenge. So first I need to know if I can actually do it, and then I'm going to do a tutorial. So I think that might be next week, the tutorial, but this week I'm going to be doing the tutorial of if you've seen the fairy orb that I did, I'm doing a quick tutorial of that this week to show you guys how to do that and add it to your orb sun catchers. So yeah, that's the next DIY kits we're going to be doing, and then after that they're going to be the next two tutorials on Patreon, and then the one after that is going to be, I think I'm going to try and do some resin flowers. I've seen a few tutorials of this on YouTube and stuff, but I think I can make it like really unique to my kind of style, and I think adding them to the sun catchers, like the UV, it's like UV resin they call it. Yeah, adding them resin flowers to our sun catchers, I think it's going to look really, really cool. So I think that's going to be, so that's the next 3 tutorials that we're going to be doing over the next month or so. So if you're not on Patreon, make sure you sign up below. And there's another update that I've got. Well, kind of an update. It's more of like just sharing a kind of experience that I had, which I've probably not really shared before. I was in Tesco's this week and I saw someone who used to work at the unit I used to work at. So I don't know, if you followed me for a while, you'll probably know, I used to have a very large unit. If you go back, you'll still be able to see them videos. I used to have a very large unit, and me and Sam used to work there, and Sam used to work like pretty much full time. They weren't the nicest units in the world, but they had really big windows. But they had a lot of issues. So even when I moved in, they had like a little bit of mold issue there, and there was a few problems with, not in my unit, in other units, of it raining in. And then there was a few other things, and as time went on, I got contacted by a few people that had that unit before me, and they told me about lots of horror stories that they'd had, like things, not rain, other materials from upstairs leaking in from an e-cig place. And just like things like that not working. And as time went on, I'm not even gonna lie now, I'm gonna be really, really honest. Veneer Creations, I was still making enough money to run it all, but I was everything that I was making was basically going into my rent, because I was paying about 800 and probably like almost £900 a month on rent when I was there. And I was also doing Facebook ads, which were very expensive, but I wanted to do them Facebook ads, and I'm glad I did them because I learned something new, and I really did a lot with my email list from doing them Facebook ads. So my email list is partly why I'm so successful at the minute, is because of my email list. So I'm really glad that I did that, but it was a very expensive time for me, and I had to make the decision to move out before even the next thing happened, which was my electricity just stopped working. So the electricity in the unit stopped working, and ad hand group, I'm going to tell you who they are, the ad hand group, who were my landlord, just did not help me at all. They would not come to fix it. So I had no electricity in the place. It was freezing. And then things started like dripping from the ceiling again, and I just had enough. So I just said, I am leaving this unit because you're not helping me. And even after I told them I was going to leave, they still didn't sort the problem out. So yeah, that was part of my veneer creations journey, which was, I'd say, like almost 2 years ago now that happened. And it was probably one of the hardest times I've ever had being a small business and being self-employed. I was really struggling, and like I said, I was making enough probably just to skim by, but all my earnings were just going back into the business, and I barely had anything to live off. I was very skint at the time. I didn't have anything. Like, I learned that I don't really want to have like a business where I've got loads of bodies and loads of people working around me, which I thought I wanted at the time. I thought I wanted to have this big unit with all these people working in the same building as me and having this big team, because I think I thought I wanted that because I used to have it when I worked at River Island. And then when it all happened, I was just like, I don't know if I actually want this anymore. And I moved back home, and I worked here for a while, and I just realised I don't want to work in a separate building. I really like working at home. And then we made this into my new studio, and I've got that stock room, which is my garage, and it just works so well. And then I slowly started to change my business into sun catchers, which is so much better for me because the macrame and the huge wooden hoops took up so much room, and they are so messy because the wood chippings would go everywhere, and it was just really hard to clean. I'm really happy of where I am in veneer creations at the minute, because what I want to do, like anything that I put time into in veneer creations, is what I genuinely love. So I'm choosing at the minute, everything that you see me doing, like this video that I'm doing now, it's all stuff that I really, really, really am enjoying and I'm really loving. And because of that, I feel like that's why it's successful, because I think when you really enjoy something and you put all your energy into something that you enjoy, it does well in general, like most of the time. And that's what's happening at the minute. Like, I'm loving Patreon. I'm loving having that space for people like who really want to support my business and really enjoy what I do. I'm loving like the video, like I'm taking up my reels and my TikTok to another level at the minute, and I feel like I'm really enjoying that, like learning. Like, I really like making video content basically, and I'm really enjoying that. And I'm hopefully going to start improving my YouTube channel. I'm just actually gibbering on so much right now, Anna. I need to like go because I need to do some kind of like, anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you, and I won't ramble on anymore because I'm probably going to bore you with this very long intro that I've done. And I need to go and finish your orders from this weekend because we've had almost another sellout on DIY kits and the new collection, so thank you again so much for that. Yeah. So, I've been very busy for the past few days working on restocking DIY kits, and also while I've been watching TV at night, I've been making these new moon sun catchers. So I've been wrapping these moon shapes and then putting them together. which I really like. Let me know what you think of these new shapes because I really like them. So yeah, I've just tried a few out. These are going to be in the next collection. And the sun just has come out this morning, so I've just took a couple of reels. But yeah, I've used rose quartz and citrine in this one, and then obviously one of our aura stones. This one is citrine with the aura stone, and then another clear aura stone, and then rose quartz and citrine. I love these. I love the little like prisms how they dangle down like that. And then a rose aura quartz. I find it really hard to say that. And then blue aquamarine and rose quartz there. So yeah, I just made all them. And now I am just packing a couple of orders. I've not had many this week because I've not got a lot in stock. And then I'm gonna be, what am I gonna be doing? I'm gonna be restocking more Moon and Star. I've got quite a few jobs to do today actually. Wrapping things up because tomorrow I've got Loki's sports day, so I'm hopefully not going to have much left to do tomorrow because I've got like half the day at his school. So yeah, I've done about this, for this launch I've done about 100, well I'm going to be doing probably about 160. I'm going to try and do 180 kits, so if I can get some extra kits done today, DIY kits, 180, that would be the biggest, like by far the biggest restock that I've done, so hopefully I can do that. It's been another probably about a week since I last filmed, and I've been very busy. You might have seen that I've done a couple of tutorials. I've done like the moon tutorial and then the fairy orb tutorial, which are now on Patreon, so you can go to Patreon and find them. I have not been feeling great again. I've had a bit of a, I think, a cold. I've had a virus like going around our house, and yeah, it's not great, especially when you already have like gut problems and things. Yeah, it's not the best. So yeah, it slowed me down a little bit, but this weekend I've got something exciting coming up. I have got the gauntlets, I can't say it, we both know that, Gauntlets and Gowns Halfling Festival in Buckinghamshire. I think it's in near Henley on Thames, is that how you call it? Yeah. It's near there anyway. So I'm going down there with my brother and my husband Jonathan to sell at the festival, which I'm really excited about. We've managed to get a tent off a lovely lady who's local to here, and she's lent it me for free, and she doesn't even know me, so I thought that was really nice of her. I was gonna hire one if I could, but no one hires that kind of size. So yeah, it's a bit of an old one. She said that it's not perfect, so we'll see how that goes this weekend. And then yeah, I'm taking bits of stock down there. There's probably about 300 people that are going to be there, so it's not the largest festival. It's a smaller festival. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm making a couple of new bits. So I've been making some sun catchers, and I've just been trying some new things out with these moon shapes. So I'm going to be taking these with me to the festival, and then these will be online afterwards if they don't sell. Yeah, and I'm doing a blue one now, so I'll show you guys me making this blue one, which is really cute. I'll show you in a moment a bit closer. So yeah, so I'm making a few moons for that. I'm just thinking, because I've not done a marking in so long, I feel like I have to like like go over like what you need for a market. I'm like starting from beginning. I feel like I'm starting afresh again. Things, but this is really good because I've got the Happy Place Festival just over 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks now, and that's like 5,000 people that go to the Happy Place Festival. So I need to be ready for that. That is a huge event and it gets crazy busy. As soon as this event's over, I'll be restocking DIY kits again for this festival, restocking DIY kits, the next festival, and then I can get really into doing some amazing tutorials that are going to be coming. So I'm definitely going to be doing a tutorial that's going to be along this line. Like, don't forget, I did say I was going to do the UV resin flowers to see if they work out, so hopefully I'll be doing a tutorial on that and how to add it to the sun catchers. So that's going to be really, really cute. So I'm going to get into making this. See you in a bit.